Call me Master Zen cause I'm afflicted bands.
Oi, you see a stupid talking, mate? No, it's always getting to it.
This new manga in Shonen Jump has just achieved some.
Oh my brother, is it UK dude? Oh, whoa, man. I'm gonna be honest, it's finna be hard for me to focus because of this man's accent. Oh, brother. It's like, there's like, not even his accent. It's like the way, certain people, the way they speak for me, you can't truly pay attention to what they're saying. And this guy got a very distinctive voice, man.
This new manga in Shonen Jump has just achieved something that hasn't been done since One Piece. After only 10 chapters.
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna make a lot of y'all niggas mad. I don't give a fuck. Considering I just cursed within the first few seconds of the video. Shit, I don't even make money from a lot of my videos, so it's like, fuck it. Fuck it. Old One Piece is better. The new One Piece is ass cheeks. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know where it starts and where it ended, cause I'm talking about the One Piece that used to like air on South African TV. Then after they removed it from South African TV or like TV over here, yeah, it just got ass. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And after some time, like for me just chilling for me on the internet, just living life and seeing just clips about it on TikTok, on social media, I don't like the animation of One Piece. Its ass cheeks is like, it's like too simple. Is it the same as like Naruto called old? Let me load this English. Because old Naruto, the animation was not the same as like new Naruto, you feel me? It was like 2D animation. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I like Naruto. It's probably because of the story is lame. As like, at the same time, it's like, bro, it's not like I'm the smartest person. I want like a jaw-breaking story time or something, where there's like a lot of emotions or something to like fully enjoy the anime. I don't know, bro. Yeah, it's probably it. I don't know. It's probably it. I'd rather watch Dragon Ball Z than One Piece. They are like the two biggest enemies that are like simple. It's just niggas fighting. There's no like story behind it, or like there's no like plot, or like, I'm probably using this word incorrectly. There's no like emotion when you're watching those two enemies. So me personally, for me, I don't know, some niggas get, I don't know.
It ranked #1 in the weekly ranking in Japan, which is something that, yes, hasn't been done since One Piece. I'm of course talking about Ichi the Witch. But why is this series so goated? And since my last video where I glazed this has it actually lived up to the hype so far? Well, yes, but I'm assuming you guys want more than that. So to quickly recap, Ichi is a young man born into a world of magic, with living beasts known as magic roaming everywhere, and to acquire their powers you have to hunt them and complete their trial. All of those—
the name of the beast are magic? Come on, bro, you could have been more creative. I'm not even a creative ass nigga. Look at the content that I make. But damn.
Who possess magic are women, hence the name witches. But even before Ichi was granted powers, he was already better suited than anyone to be a witch. Why is this? Well, it's actually stated that witches are basically just hunters, and Ichi was abandoned in the woods to die with just a knife to survive when he was a child. But instead of
plot armor
taking his own life, he used it to fight, eventually learning how to live on his own in these mountains, surrounded by terrifying monsters, which obviously made Ichi into an—
which are called magic. What? Hold on, man.
But even before, with living beasts known as magic.
Oh, I don't got my glasses, so my bad. Just another day watching a Rico Zan video. A lot of confusion, getting mad, and for me, yeah, pissing people off. Living magic called magics. The first contacted humanity long ago. Living magic called magics. I'm not gonna lie, that's a stupid name still, bro.
Roaming everywhere, and to all of these mountains surrounded by terrifying monsters, which obviously made Ichi into an incredible hunter. Everything changes one day when Ichi comes across a beast whom even he can't kill. His senses told him it was completely out of his league, but Ichi, like the complete psycho that he is, still wanted to kill this monster. This was the magic known as Uro, possibly the strongest—
Bro, they could have called it something else, man. Like, it's like the world has like the world literally has magic in it. MAGIC. The creatures are called magics. Nah, bruv. It's like, damn, it's like, bro, you got like tough drawings, whatever, the story. But I don't know, bro. I'm not liking the magics. Only to find out when they finally have like an animation for it, like an anime, and it's in dub. I'm a dub watcher, bro. I represent the dub watchers. I'm not watching no goofy ass sub. Feel me? I don't got time to be analyzing the subtitles right here, and then 2 minutes later, like the action is happening above here. Making excuses, I don't care. I have like my monitor. You feel me? I be on my PC, so the screen that I look at is big. I look down. The subtitles are down there. The action is still up here. For me, like the screen is. I'm literally looking at the screen, bro. It's like this. For me, so yeah.
This magic to ever live. Shortly after this, the abyssal witch Desera survived.
Yeah, she got fat bonkers.
In the forest to take care of Ororo. They've clearly fought multiple times before, but Desera has never managed to defeat him. And Desera is basically the Gojo of Ichi the Witch. Her laid-back personality, her carefree attitude, and of course, she's the strongest.
And she black.
Ororo is by far the most problematic magic because he actively wants to hurt humans, leveling mountains and taking countless human lives for no other reason other than his own amusement. Desera did actually manage to defeat Ororo here, but there's a catch. Remember the trials I mentioned earlier? Well, a requirement to defeat Ororo is that you're a man, or more accurately, you can't be a woman. And since no man has the power of magic, he should be invincible. At least that would be the case if not for Ichi lurking nearby, waiting, listening, and like a true hunter waiting for the perfect moment his prey was vulnerable. So once weakened, Ororo falls into the pit trap that Ichi made, with binds that he can never break through. So this gives Ichi the perfect chance to stab straight through this barrier. Now, Ichi is willing to kill, unlike other protagonists, if needed, but he has his own rationale as to when killing is appropriate. If a beast hurts or harms humans, he has permission to kill them, or if they attempt to kill him, he has permission to act in self-defense. But anyway, because he technically just completed Ororo's trial, Ichi becomes a witch and is granted magic. The first male witch in history. Not
I don't know, but I don't like the way he said it, bro. Brother. Just another day pissing people off. I don't like the way, it's like, I'm literally locked in, you feel me? That's why I'm not saying too much. But the accent, bro, the way he, like, big dog, open your fucking mouth, man. It's not even because of the accent, man. It's like the way he's, the first, yeah, I see it, like,
She becomes a witch and is granted magic. The first male witch in history. Not just
Oh yeah, I'm finna get a lot of comments, niggas hating on me, man.
but like a true
hey, I'm hating too, so hate against hate.
True main character, as he not only cracks Desera's barrier, but after accidentally
You see, like, I think he got a lisp, but that's why he sound.
Not just that, but like a true main character, as he not only cracks Desera's barrier, but
bro, what? I'm glad he has subtitles, bro.
Not just that, but like a true main character, as he not only cracks Desera's barrier, but after accidentally speaking a chat.
Okay, bro, let me stop.
She mentioned he annihilates the entire forest with ease. This was all in the first chapter, so it's clearly off to a good start. But what about now? 10 chapters later, is it still fire? Well, it's actually better. Why? First of all, you've got the incredible magic system. Ichi the Witch has the usual magic types that you'll see in most manga, like fire, water, wind, earth, etc. But here is where it differs. Trials. To actually gain the power of magics, you have to complete their trials, so it's not all about brute strength. Obviously, some can just be killed, like the Raiko magic, but not all. Like, Ororo had a condition, hence why Desera couldn't defeat him. Then in Ichi's first official mission, we meet the Hisame magic, who is basically an ice shark. Magics are special, you have to complete their trials.
Yeah, bro. The way he speaks and, like, the name of the creature's magics is like, in all honesty, bro, I'm literally trying to lock in. But at the same time, when he talks about the creatures, he may say they are magics. And I'm like, wait, they're magic? Oh, I forgot the name of the creatures are magics. Bro, fuck the creator of this thing, bro. Change the name of this thing, bro.
The witches are the contestants.
But they already got more than 5x of, like, More than 5 chapters? Yeah.
And the magic is the judge on whether or not they pass. The Hisame magic specifically wants Ichi to make them fabulous.
I'm sure in the Japanese sub it's gonna be Majikisa or something. It's gonna be pronounced differently, and it's going to be much more enjoyable in sub than in dub, because in English, magics.
What?
Yep, the Hisame magic specifically wants Ichi to make them fabulous.
What?
Yep, they want to test Ichi's fashion sense of all things. And after failing a few times, Ichi decides to turn the guy into sashimi from the inside. And the Hisame magic considers this to be beautiful, which, to be fair, it is. So Ichi passes the trial and gets another power. But the whole thing of having to complete a trial instead of brute forcing your way through everything obviously doesn't apply to other witches. So we could potentially see evil witches with insane powers. Because as I just said, once you defeat a magic, you obtain their powers. So the strongest witches have to have completed countless trials, meaning that you aren't limited to 1 or 2 powers like in other anime and manga. You can technically have infinite amounts of abilities.
Bro, he literally had a problem saying that word.
1 or 2 powers like in other anime and manga. You can technically have
Bro, I know it's effed up for me to be doing this, and it's annoying, but bro, listen to him, bro.
Meaning that you aren't limited to 1 or 2 powers like in other anime and manga. You can technically have infinite.
You can technically. It's like, for me, they be saying black people got fat ass lips and we be slurring our words. Like, big dog, I'm literally the most clearest I could ever be right now. You can technically, come on, big dog. I'm not even in it, like...
amount of abilities. For example, Ichi's first major battle after becoming a witch is against the Raiko magic, and as you'd expect from the name, it possesses the power of lightning. Every magic possesses a heartstone, which is what keeps them alive. You can receive these from either knocking the magic unconscious or immobilizing them and cutting them out, which is a lot more savage, or you can just complete their trials. Technically, I guess you could...
Yo, nah, that word be fucking this nigga up, man.
Immobilizing them and cutting them out, which is a lot more savage, or you can just complete their trials. Technically, I guess you could.
I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to say, man, fuck all that trial shit, nigga. The only way is to defeat these niggas, man. Just get their powers, bro.
Just brute force your way through a lot of magics, but obviously this doesn't work for all of them. As we saw with Desadas unable to kill Ororo. So we can assume that if you're facing a... Obviously this doesn't work for all of them. As we saw with Desadas...
No woman can scratch my heart. So yeah, okay.
So not able to kill Ororo. So we can assume that if you're facing a stronger magics, then you definitely have to complete their trial. Otherwise, why would Desadas have Ichi complete the Hisame Magic's trial? She'd just have him kill it. Anyway, once you have this stone, it allows you to use the magic's power by speaking their true name. In this case, it's Inazuri, meaning Lightning Claw, which does exactly what you'd think. It allows Ichi to fire a projectile attack made of lightning. In fact, it apparently feels like he's swinging a scythe. This is already such an interesting power system, but Ichi brings another level thanks to Ororo. Ororo has the power of amplification. From what I can understand, outside of special magic abilities, if you do have magic, you can use basic spells, varying in power, depending on your innate mana. In Ichi's case, he has the average mana of a female mage, but thanks to amplification, he's busted. In the first chapter of the series, bro cracked Desadas' barrier magic, you know, the strongest mage alive, basically Gojo in this world. Then he went on to speak another spell that he heard her say, Lazud, which caused him to destroy an entire forest. Not just that, but because killing animals that have not threatened him or hurt others goes against his belief, Ichi believes that he did the forest wrong. So again, thanks to Desadas slipping up and telling him the spell for regrowth, he regenerates the entire forest, and not just that, it's better than ever. There is a downside.
So it's just a lot of y'all gonna hate this. So it's just another, if it was animated, so it's just another character in a story where they're overpowered. So well, I'm not gonna say how is that watchable, because I literally watch reincarnated as a slime in other like anime. So yeah.
That's Urano's power though, which is that it's so powerful that it knocks Ichi unconscious for days. So for the time being, we get to really experience how magic works outside of Urano, since he's completely abnormal. I mean, no other magic becomes sentient and has a form after their defeat, but Urano does, making him try to manipulate Ichi all the time, mainly to get him killed, since unlike, say, Yuji and Sukuna for example, when Ichi dies, Urano is released. Anyway, we did just mention Desadas, so let's go into her since she's carrying the story as much as Ichi. Desadas is the strongest witch alive, known as the Abyssal Witch. Given what
The big titty bitch.
Urano says in chapter 1, they fought many times before, and he also considers her to be the strongest ever, as no one has ever came as close as she did in defeating him. If not for the requirement, she would have ended him right here. But that's not what makes her interesting. She's genuinely just hilarious. Her facial reactions just get me every time. Like this one, and then this one recently. And this isn't even everything. I just love her attitude throughout. Like, she's so arrogant. Not just about her own power, but about her appearance, which, to be fair, is valid. But
I ain't gonna lie, man. She a black queen.
Ichi is the one who makes her show
Actually, I don't give a fuck, nigga. She's a nigga.
more emotion. We can assume that she was quite laid back and calm the majority of the time, but when it comes to Ichi, not so much. She's always pissed at him because he somehow got Urano's power over her, which she wanted for a long ass time.
Eat dick.
She's always calling him an idiot and stupid and whatever she wants to, but
2 minutes later, she gonna be out here slobbering on their man cock. Bitches, bro.
let's talk about the main man himself. Ichi. Ichi is possibly the best protagonist I've seen in a long time. He's a real breath of fresh air. Ichi is a natural hunter, and as I mentioned, his personality is extremely interesting due to this. Ichi's home truly became the mountain, and he became obsessed with hunting and fighting. He saw Urano and immediately ran in the other direction, not due to being afraid.
Huh?
He saw Urano and immediately ran in the other direction.
I think I should just downloaded this video with captions. For the people who don't know, I download all my videos because my PC is slow as shit. So this guy's videos, they probably need subtitles. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause bro, I'm literally being real with y'all right now. I didn't understand what he was saying right here.
He saw Urano and immediately ran in the other direction, not
Immediately ran in her direction. I think that's what he said.
due to being afraid, but due to not being aware of if Urano had actually hurt or killed anyone, waiting for an excuse to take this beast's life, which Desadas gave him. And once he does take down Urano and becomes a witch, everything changes. Ichi is the first male witch ever, but what makes Ichi interesting is that no matter what happens, he never hesitates or becomes shaken. Whether it's Desadas, Urano, or a countless number of witches watching him, Ichi will attack with no hesitation if he feels threatened. He immediately joined Desadas to experience the life of magic, which makes sense. Ichi was thrilled to hunt Urano, and when finding out that he could hunt more of these beasts, of course he's on board, especially when Desadas further uses his excitement to make him into a fully fledged witch. Urano himself states that what she's doing is insane, because Ichi is already a freak of nature. Teaching him about magic and the world beyond will turn him into an actual monster. Also, before we fully get into Ichi's journey, I do want to bring up that Ichi does have his own sense of right and wrong. I've already said how he won't kill if he's not in danger or if they've not hurt others, but when he does make a mistake, he'll do whatever it takes to reverse it. Like when he accidentally destroyed the entire forest.
What about all the dead animals though? I'm being a hater, but what about all the I know there was some dead animals right there, man.
He immediately used the rebirth spell to reverse the damage he'd caused.
Oh, I see the ass of certain animals. Like literally, like I'm not even trying to be freaky, like. Okay, he brought back the animals too, okay.
And when confronting the Raiko magic, he also waited to see if he was going to hurt humans by using Desadas as bait. Once it does prove that it is indeed willing to kill, Ichi kills it with no hesitation, with zero effort at all. Urano says how sad he is for this magic, but then Ichi has his coldest panel in the series so far, stating, "This magic killed for fun. It wasn't hungry, its life wasn't in danger. It burned creatures purely because it felt like it. That isn't hunting. That's murder. It has no problem toying with others, so it has no right to
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I couldn't. Oh, fucking hell, I gotta read. Okay, let me do this, let me see. Remove my ugly ass. Hold on. Okay. Cue the music. I don't even have music. It wasn't hungry. Life wasn't in danger. Its life wasn't in danger. It burned other creatures purely because it liked it. That isn't hunting. That's murder. It had no problem toying with others. Thus, it has no right to complain about others' toyings. Yeah? Yeah, I think that's what it meant.
Had no problem toying with others, so it has no right to complain about others toying with it. Like, bruh, this even had Ororo speechless, and Desudas realised that Ichi sees magics completely differently to other living creatures. Others see magics as something terrifying, and their powers should be respected, but Ichi sees things a lot more simply. They're just another living creature, the same rules apply to them. And I'd agree with him here. Their powers, abilities, don't matter if they harm others. They can't complain about being killed if they're willing to kill others. Anyway, soon after, Ichi is summoned to the capital of Natali, at the Mantonal Witches Association. This is where we get some really fun dynamics, as Ichi has never been to a major city. This actually reminds me of when Asta went to the royal capital of the Clover Kingdom for the first time, being blown away by the sight.
Best anime ever. I don't care what y'all say. People find it Asta annoying. I don't know, bro. It's just, bro, when you grow up watching Naruto, Asta is nothing. Well, you could probably say he's much more annoying than Naruto or like characters in Naruto. Bro, I have no problem. I ain't had no problem watching this anime. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
To the place and the amount of people.
That bitch can eat a dick. This.
Being blown away by the size of the place and the amount of people, Ichi goes through the same thing. He finds these magical boots that let you strengthen your legs.
Bro, those are not boots, bro. Those are some stilettos, man. Some stiletto boots. Obviously, you can tell I don't wear female clothes. For me, if y'all wear them, obviously y'all gonna know the names of them. I don't. Bro, these look like some female boots, boy.
It's giving you.
Well, in the world of like where like females are the witches, so it makes sense. But damn, y'all cannot like, for me, like make them into like at least like some decent actual boots, bro. These things got heels, big dog.
Better jumping power, and the average woman can typically jump around 6 feet in the air. But Ichi? Yeah, nah. Desudas specifically tells the guy to keep his magic secret, but Pro uses the boots to basically fly in the air, showing that compared to the average person, yeah, he's built different. Likely because he already has incredibly developed muscles from hunting in the forest. This is further proven by Shida Bedona when she scans.
God. Damn.
Body, saying he's 132 pounds, 5'5", and 11% body fat. So his FFMI is around like 20.5, and bro hasn't even trained for muscle specifically, so that's crazy. And so he dives around the city with ease, becoming more and more enticed by magic. Anyway, Ichi's journey to the Witches Association begins with him proving his ability to use magic, but instead of hitting the designated target, he aims at the sky, or, well, the ceiling. Why? Well, his instincts tell him to target hostile presences, and it turns out that many witches are watching him, assessing.
Is this a dude or a female? Or I'm not trying to get canceled. At the same time, I would say y'all can suck my dick, because it's not like I'm one of them red pill dudes. But what is this nefarious creature here, man? Dudes be over spamming words when they learn them.
Whether or not he's a threat. Things take a turn when Ororo appears in a larger form, attempting to manipulate Ichi into turning against these witches, claiming they've treated them like a beast. Ichi isn't fooled though, and effortlessly throws Ororo over his shoulder. Ororo goes on about how tragic it is that magics are hunted, accusing humans of being greedy, but Ichi...
The goofball literally just slayed another magics. That was literally out here killing people for no reason. Like, he literally even said that, so it's like, I'm not gonna lie, big dog, your story is not making sense.
Sees through his lies. If Ororo truly cared, he'd have shown more emotion when Ichi captured Inazori, but instead, his eyes are completely empty. Ichi, who's sensitive to hostile energy, can feel Ororo's bloodlust, so strong it almost compels him to stab himself in the gut. Ironically, Ororo's attempt to convert Ichi has the opposite effect, as Ichi becomes even more excited to hunt pests like him. This act also gains Ichi the support of Shida Bedona, Shirobedonna, and the witches agree to make him an official witch.
Her thick ass.
Ichi's first mission begins with a watcher named Kumagi observing his every.
Obviously, you feel me? If it's anime or manga, you gotta have the little person.
Move. In chapter 7, we even see him giving.
Oh, come on, bro.
Her backshots, so she's clearly the endgame. Ichi's charm quickly wins Kumagi over, and he shows her kindness that no one ever has, complimenting her magic despite others considering her weak. He tells her that the value of a tool lies in how it's used, and he praises her magical abilities. And then later, Ichi saves a girl with an epic panel using Inazuri, but when he realizes that the Hisame magic is willing to kill humans, he switches instantly into kill mode. He uses the magic's own ice and water against it by channeling electricity with Inazuri.
Man, who the hell is burning trash during the day, big dog? This is not a problem of living in the hood, man.
Ultimately creating a magical blade to shred through its insides. All of this causes Kumagi to be frightened by how much of a natural Ichi is with magic. Everything he's learned out in the wild, including his fishing skills, applies to magic in some way. I mean, Ichi's eventual capture of the Hisame magic is actually really interesting. Because the magic has a specific trial where you have to, well, make it look beautiful, it's not a simple fight to the death. We even get a bit more backstory with Minakata being introduced when Ichi was a child, teaching him a lot about surviving, and a lot of the reason that Ichi became such a good hunter was because of this man, and I very much doubt this guy's a minor character that's never going to come back again. And because
This manga and anime, bro. That nigga, yeah, we not gonna see him at all.
with his teachings, he was able to completely disassemble the Hisame magic and turns it into sushi. Beautiful sushi that's literally impeccable to the point where it believes it's beautiful. And so he passes the trial. And so because of this, Desudas acknowledges that only Ichi could pull off such feats. Though she insults him after,
Bro, these bitches be dick riding, nigga.
still recognizes his potential. The world building is another main highlight of the series, and it's one of the primary reasons I became so hooked early on. Through Ichi, we explore the magical world, learning that magics hide in places like volcanoes, the ocean's depths, and even on a bookshelf. Witches are tasked with finding and harnessing their powers, and the mystery surrounding them is thrilling. And then the art, drawn by Shiro Usazaki, is consistently amazing. The settings are beautiful, and the action is always engaging. We've also met fascinating witches, including Shirobedonna, who I just mentioned, who has a unique personality, and Monogold, the Oriate witch, who might have omniscient powers, because, you know, that's what her name means. Given the fact that she's surrounded by mirrors and can seemingly always tell what's going on, there's a lot of intrigue surrounding these witches and what they can do, and considering it's actually two women who are in charge of this manga, we can actually expect to see well-developed female characters, which has never really been done to a amazing extent, and I'm excited to see how this story will unfold. And a lot
Please do not make this guy a fanboy, man. Damn.
of it reminds me of the characters I loved in Iruma-kun, like Amori and Kara, and I'm confident that the witches will be just as well written. The recent chapters back me up on this point, because after Ichi has succeeded in a lot of his battles, he's obviously being talked about again by the witches, because he's already gotten 3 magics, because usually the fastest acquisitions take at least a week, some even take a year or 2, but then Ichi is
Weak ass.
acquiring them so rapidly. It's only been 2 weeks. Because of this, they can't really keep him secret anymore, so Shirobedonna recommends that they actually announce it to the entire world. There's already questions about who acquired Ororo and where did the enormous forest he create come from. And we see new witches like Monogold's secretary, Serkos. It all seems to be going well, but then we meet another witch, the Silver Snow Witch. Okay guys, I'm gonna struggle to say this.
Yeah, I know what your stupid ass.
Toge Ice.
Toge ice. Never mind.
That is wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, she says that she's against it because he hasn't went through the traditional magic training and he needs better education. And while she does believe in Shirobedonna's assessment as him as a witch, she doesn't have any faith in him as a person.
Now, glaze.
And when Desarash tried to step in and, you know, back him up, it actually does the opposite, because he just comes off as a wild animal. They decide to decide it with a contest, making it a magic hunt. If Togekiss can acquire the magic first, then they'll decide that Ichi needs more training and enroll him into the educational program.
And he got sucked that man D.
Whereas if Ichi
Cause that's literally what she's doing, bro.
acquires the magic first, they'll formally acknowledge his abilities and announce his existence to the world. So this is where the next arc is right now, with both of them facing off against each other. Obviously, Togekiss is very arrogant because she's been a witch for years, but Ichi has been a hunter his entire life.
She's salty, bro.
Being an expert at mushroom hunting specifically, which is what this test is about. And then we even get some intrigue with this new character being introduced, who we find out later is actually a magic, leaving us on a massive cliffhanger. This whole arc is incredibly interesting to me because we see a lot of new magical abilities. Togekiss is the only one who's stated to be even close to Desarash, as she has a natural gift for magic. The two of them became the youngest girls in the Mantanal history to earn the title of full witch at age 11. I mean, it's even stated by the leader of the Witches Association that she's likely to nominate Togekiss as her successor as president. And
oh, hell nah, bro. The economy finna fall, the country or whatever they call it. It's finna fall under that bitch's rule. Man, hell nah.
Well, she has outrageous magic. I mean, look at this panel. But then while she's doing this, Ichi's the complete opposite, using no magic at all and just using his raw hunting ability to hunt down this magic. But then whilst we're wondering what the hell is going on and they're fighting against each other, another magic enters the fray, the being we saw earlier, with Ichi recognizing its bloodlust. Okay, well, I thought Ichi the Witch was already insane, but the recent chapter that just released has just proven that it's even more crazy than I could have ever imagined. And it's so good that it's caused me to have to work more. So thanks, Osama Nishi. Thank you for that. Anyway, after the twist I just mentioned that this humanoid being was in fact a magic, we learned that it knows Ororo. This magic is so powerful and terrifying, it even has him trembling. Ororo was literally trying to suppress his presence to make sure it didn't sense him, but then Ichi ran up to it with no hesitation because of his instincts. Once this magic learns that Ichi acquired Ororo, it's in pure disbelief, and we get this ghost.
Wait, why is the magic look like a human though?
The panel shortly afterwards of Ichi.
I thought there was supposed to be like creatures in a way.
Dashing towards this magic, only to slash thin air and get asked the question, what do you see when you look at me? Ichi responds that he sees pure death, knowing that this magic has killed more than any other creature he's ever met. The magic then goes on to trap Ichi within a barrier, and of course all the witches see this, including Desarash, who for the first time in the series is completely shook.
Eat dicks.
And not in shock, but she seems—
yeah, if I was getting money from this video, bro, I'm not getting money. Yo, they pissing me off, bro.
Terrified and angry. She clearly knows who this magic is and goes to attack, leaving us with even more questions about her. Marigold tells Togekiss that she's issuing a code 00, an S-tier magic warning, because they received a prophecy about what's about to go down. On the 6th day of the 6th month, at 45 minutes past the 2nd hour, or in other words, 15 minutes, this town and its surroundings will be warped out of existence. This magic is so mysterious that they know nothing about it. Its power, its trial, not even what it looks like. Ichi's instincts are the only reason this magic has ever been seen by humans, or when humans have seen it, well, the magic's just killed them. But Ichi's the main character, so that's not gonna happen. But this is clearly the introduction of the biggest antagonist in Ichi the Witch. It appeared 15 years ago, and with no warning, it decimated 3 miles of a mountain. I mean, this is similar to Ororo, but I've been saying that he was the strongest magic because that's what we're led to believe. But this new one, if Ororo is the king magic, this is the god magic, being named the World Hater Magic, which is one of the coldest names I've ever heard. This thing is—
I thought he said the Whale Hater Magic. Yeah, bruv. Hey, man. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. For me, employ me, bro. I'm gonna do the narration for you, bit though. Just write the script, then I'm gonna translate everything for you. Cause yo, prof.
being named—
nah, man, this man accent is fucking due, man. Jeez.
But this new one, if Ororo is the king magic, this is the god magic, being named the World Hater.
World. Now I sound like them annoying American people. Oh, you bought water? You bought water?
magic, which is one of the coldest names I've ever heard. This thing is terrifying. Telling Ichi he should have asked how many more people he's going to kill instead of how many he's already killed. And we all know how serious this is when even Ororo is telling Ichi to use his power to not fight, but run the away.
Bro, why does he look like a human, bro? They're gonna be like a plot twist talking about like, back then, I don't know, when he was younger, he was that thing was a human before as a magic. The reason why it became a magic is because it ended up getting a lot of power or something of like defeating a lot of magics. Then it was consumed by the power of the magics the goofball captured or like defeated or something.
This thing is so strong that even Ororo was like, yeah, hell nah, knowing that he'd be vaporized alongside Ichi if someone just happened to trigger this magic. But Ichi proves once again why he's the GOAT of shonen manga.
Nah, he's a retarded.
Sweating in fear, he wants to hunt this magic more than anything. This is straight up hype. I personally believe that due to the wording of warped rather than destroyed, we could see Ichi and Desura since, you know, she was on it.
Hold up, I'm gonna be back with dog.
Call me Master Zen cause I'm a flick the bands.